as chairman of the Committee on Economic Development, reiterate what George said about the PSC and in general about bureaucracy and unreasonable approach to business development in New York State. Time and time again, whether it's Iberdrola or whether it's some other company, we have heard people say that they've faced almost insurmountable hurdles that they don't face in other states. And I believe that unless we're going to have a vibrant economy in our state, not just in upstate, but in our state, that we have to continue to focus on that unnecessary red tape that every business that wants to start up or stay in New York State faces on a regular basis. Now, we want to help Iberdrola. We want to make it clear that we need their investment, because time and time again you hear them use the word investment. That's crucial, not only to delivering renewable energy, but also jobs and economic stimulus. I also am mentioning that as a member of the Energy Committee, we need that energy. We need renewable energy. In fact, it's been mandated that we have it. Wind energy is one of the components. It's the component that we're here to talk about today. But we also have to focus on other things like geothermal, which is a green energy, which is renewable. But in this particular case, we have a company here again, as I said, that wants to invest. Now, I've had conversations with all of these gentlemen here, and I did mention that in addition to being on energy and sharing economic development, that I'm on the tourism committee. Tourism is our #2 business in this state. Most people don't realize that. What's most heartening about my conversations with people from Iberdrola is this. If you look at the board over there, you'll see a lot of localities, individual localities. And right now, the way these wind farms are sited is strictly on local decision. I've had assurances from Iberdrola, and at least my support hinges on the fact that they are willing to support a more regional approach to siting these things. And I use the Finger Lakes as an example. If you have one town in the Finger Lakes that wants wind and one that doesn't, the town that wants it gets it because of the current patchwork laws that allow for that local domain. It's very heartening for me to know that we can have reasonable discussions about a regional approach, a comprehensive approach, so that in fact it really makes it easier to develop wind farms, not harder. And when you have a patchwork of one little town against another little town against another little town, that is not good for Iberdrola. That doesn't help them. It certainly doesn't help us establish more renewable energy in the form of wind. So as we move forward, when Iberdrola talks about investing billions, completely in support of that. When Iberdrola talks about bringing green renewable energy into New York State, and completely in support of that. And as I said, if Iberdrola is willing to join me, as they've indicated they would, in supporting a comprehensive regional approach to siting wind farms, then I'm totally in support of that as well. And I want to thank you also for putting a lot of energy into coming into New York State.